Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'd like to thank you for letting me speak today. What I'm here to speak to you today is about a problem I found with our company. Recently, I attended a conference and brought back a piece of information I found to be very interesting. At this conference, I attended the author of The 7 Hidden Reasons Employees Leave. I found this to be very interesting because myself, I found issues that almost made me want to leave, and in talking with other employees, they pointed out issues to reasons why they may want to leave or why they did leave. There are 7 main reasons that employees leave. Here they are listed. I'm just going to briefly go over them. Employees, when they get there, they find out the job is not what they expected or that the job is not the right fit for them. For me, like I said, I felt very intrigued by this because of this one, the lack of feedback and coaching. As a new guy, I needed a little bit of coaching so I knew what to do. There are also the reasons for other employees that they may leave, that there are few advancement opportunities, there are few growth opportunities. Some employees leave because they feel devalued. They feel that they aren't being recognized enough. Some employees leave because there's stress at work or there's stress between their work-life balance. And the final main reason that employees leave is the lack of trust, confidence, and communication with senior leaders. I am going to focus on this last one, the lack of trust, confidence, and communication. And more specifically, I'm going to focus on communication, the green bolded word on the screen. When I first started here, I was of course the new guy. As the new guy, I was a person for other employees who was easy to talk to. As the new guy, I came in expecting certain things, and as the new guy, I saw things differently than other employees. In conversations with other employees, one thing I picked up on is that they feel that there needs to be more talking amongst heads of the departments. They feel like there may need to be talking more amongst the specific head of their department and them and their co-workers, or more talking amongst them and the heads of different departments, so that they understand that if this employee under that department asks for something, they know what it is. And I found this very interesting. But one of the main things that they pointed out to me is that they felt that there was a problem with our communication and our command structure. Across the organization, I have noticed that there is an issue with the communication, and more specifically, like I said, employees feel that there is an issue with communication and the command structure at this specific location. And unfortunately, that has been a reason for employees to leave. For example, this is one I experienced and one that was a story I heard from another employee. The salesman had sold a tractor tire and needed someone who was a skid loader operator to go get the tractor tire and put it on the customer's trailer. Instead of going to the foreman to let him know that he was going to be using an employee, he went outside and there was someone in the skid loader. He asked them to go get the tractor tire and the employee did it. But when the employee got back to the tractor tire and got it loaded, then there was someone else wanting a tractor tire or a semi-tire to be moved or loaded. And this happened a couple times. And when the employee got back to the shop foreman was not very happy with the employee, thinking that the employee had disappeared for an hour and a half to just goof around, when that was not the truth. What we can do is show the employees that there is a command structure. We can do this by having meetings between the heads of the departments or the head of the shop, specifically the shop foreman, and his employees to explain, all right, this is how things work, this is how we do things. This is very important when we have new employees. He can also explain that if you have an issue, you can bring it to me. If I do not take care of it, and it happens again, this is the next person in the command structure you can take it to. and so on and so forth, to the point of maybe potentially it has to reach the owner, which we all don't want that to happen. I'm sure he doesn't want it to happen either. Then we can also we can show them that we're communicating with each other. A big way of doing this is that, I'm going to go back to my example from earlier. If a salesman sells a tire, he goes to the head of his department and says, hey, I sold this tire to this customer, I need someone to load it for me. If the head of the department then tells him to go to the shop foreman, he does so, and he informs the shop foreman, hey, I need to borrow one of your employees to go get this tire loaded. The shop foreman gives his go-ahead, and the skid loader operator goes out, gets the tire loaded. In the meantime, if another employee needs help with something, he needs to go to the shop foreman and inform him that I'm borrowing this guy. Or if he talks to the guy in the skid loader, he needs to then go to the shop foreman and explain, hey, this guy is out here doing this for me. This is one of the very main big areas that I have found and other employees have found to be an issue. I feel that once we take care of this area, there are other areas maybe we need to focus on or move to. One of the big things with starting with a communication and command structure is that we could then go and coach our employees. We can give them feedback on how they're doing. We can tell them that, hey, you did this right, but here's a faster way of doing it. Or we can show our employees that they are valued, and we can show them recognition. To do that, we need to communicate with each other. In our meetings, we can show them ways to relieve the stress at work, relieve the stress in the work-life balance. The top 2 reasons that employees leave were they didn't feel that the job was the right fit for them or it wasn't what they expected. When we have potential employees come in for a specific area, I think we need to generate and have available to them a job description to let them know that, hey, this is what the job entails, this is what you're going to be doing. If they can understand that and they feel, yep, this is still the right fit for me, then we can hire them as an employee. I think that this is the right way to go. I think that there was a lot of other big takeaways, and the next time I hear of this author being around, I will inform you, and I'd hope that you would go and attend this conference or attend a lecture from this author. If you have any other questions about what I learned from this author, or if you have other questions from what I've experienced or I feel there may be issues, please speak to me afterwards. I am more than welcome to communicate the issues that myself and other employees may have communicated with me. I'd like to thank you all for letting me talk today, and let's have a great day.